Live at 5. How dare you tell me that I'm late, Phil D? Why are you just been sharing out on the social medias and all that. I normally say hey to all the patrons first because no one else is in here, but because I'm doing it this way around, people are in here. So hi live viewers and hi patrons on the replay. Thanks for the love in that. The voice from beyond is on the computer. You can see a hand there. Hi, Julie. And I've got to find you on my computer. My MacBook is blowing up. The USB port stopped working and it's got to go back to the shop. Well, got to go in for repair. We're stuck with 2 crappy Windows computers that are as slow as I don't know what. So I don't know how it's going to go tonight. But we'll see. We'll see. Let me just turn the sound off on my computer. How's everyone? What you been doing? That's Norfolk for how have you been? What have you been up to? Right. My computer. What? Shut up, me. There we go. I forgot to press function. Abhishek's in the house. I'm very good. Julie Chambers and Connor. David Flowers, what's up? Susan Skinner's in from the States. Tired mum. Miss Superfood, are you new in here? Are you new in here? We like some superfoods. Red is rad. Hi, Henshin, the voice from beyond. My friend Jamie's in there. How you doing, brother? Basak, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Hi from Istanbul, Turkey. Jem and I have been to Turkey twice, and we've not really travelled much. We're big fans of Turkey. Thanks for joining. Kay Burney's in the house. Jeff Cook. Phil. Hope all is well. Not heard much from you lately. Christmas tree up. We've not got a Christmas tree up yet, but I'm under orders that we've got to have one. Are we getting a spruce goose?
I don't know what to get. Let's just get some other decorations. Like
not a plastic one.
Let's get fairy lights and stuff.
We're getting fairy lights and stuff. What else was I going to say? Yeah, so I've been a bit quiet lately. As I say, my MacBook's blown up. So I shot a whole vlog. It was a big, huge thing. Got it all into the timeline, ready to edit. And basically the USB ports stopped working and I lost power to my computer. And now I can't do anything with it. So the people from Comet are coming to pick it up on Tuesday. And I can't do any editing. We've got a couple of really rickety old Windows computers that are so slow and irritating. I think it would take me a week to like edit a vlog on there, so I feel like it would be just take too long. I was sponsored by the CBD oil company. I'll give them a shout out. Sorry, I tell a lie. They're a distributor there called Drug.store. I forgot the name of it now. Anyway, that'll be my new video when it comes out eventually. But they sent me the CB Distillery CBD oil, which is very good. The Drug.store. That's it. The Drug.store. So shout outs to them. They sponsored my new video, but the new video is not going to be out for a while because the computer's up there. Spout. There you go. Claire Higgins. Oh, why does it jump? Where is that gone? Claire Higgins, hello. Where can I buy vegan Yorkshire pudding? I wouldn't know if it's a Yorkshire pudding. It's probably got oil and probably white flour. Is it? I don't know, but not very healthy. So I wouldn't really know on that one. Guys, do you know where poor Claire can get some vegan Yorkshire pudding, please? Oh, Quay Fluff's in the house. Oh, someone's dropped a super chat. Phil D with £10. That is so generous. Thank you so much. Oh, I lost. Oh, Jem, can you read that out for me? Are you up to date? And then I won't lose my place.
Yeah.
Say it loud and proud, madam.
Is your friend Gojiman okay? He took down his video and really hope his wife and himself did have a lovely anniversary. Right.
What video was that? The one about, like, was it spherage and that other like carnivore channel. Yeah, I think he's all right. I think he's just having a short little break, and I kind of get that. And yeah, I mean, I spoke to him that day. That he put out, but I've not spoke to him since he was then off out with the missus actually. So maybe he's having a bit of quality time. I know he's sort of saying about he was a bit unsure about things like how people are like reacting and stuff, but I'm pretty confident that he will just be straight back because he is from what I've seen of him, he seems like the sort of person who is here to do good in the world, you know. And sometimes people can be really like nasty and neggy, and every now and again you just need to break from the BS. But I'm sure he'll come back with a vengeance. I would bet money on it. He is a really good guy. And I would be shocked if he didn't come back. Really shocked. Nah, he'll be back soon. Don't you worry. And he'll be smashing it harder than ever. He's a legend in my book. We're going to hang out soon. I think in the next week or two, he's coming to Norwich. So we're going to hook up for a coffee and whatnot. So that'll be very cool. Got a lot of respect for that man. Gareth Cook, oi oi, vegan Savaloy. I like it. Robert Gallagher's just finished his workout. Nice. Adam Connor's on a 16-hour night shift. Wow. Wow, that's heavy. That is really heavy. You're going to be rich. Carly Simpkin brings up a really good point. I like turtles. I like turtles too. They seem like good people. Nikki, hi. Paul Cole says hi too. Hi guys, how is it going? How's that awesome app coming along? Adam Connor's in the house. Alan Graham, peas and potatoes. Paul, hope you're good. Hungry and eating peanut butter and bananas. That is some proper fast but good food right there. Bohemian Bee, evening, Mr. Henshin, Gemma Dawes from The Great Beyond. How goes it? How goes it?
Great, thanks.
She's great. I'm pretty good, other than my MacBook's blown up and I can't edit videos and I feel like someone's died, if I'm honest. It's really weird to, you know, that's my kind of driving force in my life. Oh, Gareth Cook, £2 with a super chat. Good to see you back. Thank you, my friend. That's really kind, really generous. And guys, as I always say, you know, these super chats, you know, they help to fund me to do this, you know, to live stream, to make videos and to turn the world vegan sooner. So you are helping me live for the dream. So thank you so much. It's really appreciated. What was I talking about? Before I had a brain fart.
Your computer blowing up and you can't do anything.
Oh yeah. So, you know, on the daily, I'm constantly trying to create videos really, you know, 3 or 4 days of the week. I'm making videos, you know, filming or editing or something. And it's gone. It's gone. I can't do it. And it feels like someone's died. It feels like I'm sort of grieving. Just felt a bit low, really. So that's a really funny one. But it's my birthday on Wednesday. So Gemma's got this day planned. She's not told me what we're up to. But she said it's worth bringing the camera along for a bit of a vlog. So at least I can shoot something. And then next Sunday, when I get the computer back, hopefully all my software's on there and I haven't got to mess about with that, and I can get into an edit. Oh, wow! Susan Skinner, $5 on the super chat. I appreciate all you do. I appreciate you so much too, hun. That's really kind. Thank you. Thank you so much, guys. If you got if you're kind enough to super chat, don't be shy to ask any questions of Uncle Hench. If you want your question to go to the front of the queue there, that is the least I can do for your amazing generosity. Oh, Grimlock, $10 on the super chat. I'm having a ghetto lunch of peanut butter, jelly and rice. Wow, that is ghetto. That is ghetto. But I can see the appeal. I can see the appeal. Brother, thank you so much. I really appreciate all you guys. I really do. Where were we? And do you get any questions in that you want answering? Sacristilio. I can't speak French, but hello, hi from France. Hi, how's it going? Are you new to the channel, and are you a vegan of person persuasion? Like that, but the other way around. Are you vegan? American vegan truckers in the house as well. Lawrence Eggleston, as always. Oh, the crew's all in there. Brother Paul and Miss Gemma from beyond the camera. Stephen Kirk's in the house as well. Jamie's well. That is good to hear. And how's your dad getting on? I've not seen him for a little while. Mr. Alex, hi Paul. Long time no see. Thanks for joining again. It's good to have you in the house. This has just jumped. It's jumped. Oh wow! The super chats are coming thick and fast. Julie Chambers, $4.99. Oh, it's a birthday. It's a birthday donation. Thank you, darling. Really appreciate that. And my good friend Stevie B is in the house. What's up, Steve? How you doing, brother? How are you feeling now, by the way? Everyone's been so kind. Where were we? Why does this always jump, Gemma? It's annoying.
It's annoying, does it?
It's really annoying. Rob Tremel's in the house with Shake and Paul, my vegan brother, banging out boys, and tries listening to you dropping knowledge. Nice. Very nice. I like to, I don't do it when I'm bulking, but when I'm cutting and I'm just doing the same workouts and it's, you know, high frequency, like lower intensity, just volume, and I'm grinding, I will put in some headphones and I'll listen to like a podcast or an audio book. Historically, it's been How Not to Die. I've listened to that about 300 times. Just to really try and learn and like multitask. When I'm bulking, I need some music, you know, something a bit kind of aggressive, like dubstep or drum and bass or something to like fire me up. Sometimes the Vikings soundtrack. How many of you guys watch Vikings, which is from the History Channel? It's on Netflix now. How many of you guys watch Vikings? I'm interested. It's not a very vegan show. And do you know, the weird thing is, I don't mind when the humans are sort of getting harms, but when it's like an animal sacrifice, I fast forward. So I don't know what that says about me. Andy Hoadley's in the house. Vigetto Blue, hello my friend. Jesse Hitman, hi Paul. I have a friend who takes a Tesco multivitamin for B12 and trying to convince him not to. Please help. Yeah, so multivitamins, if you go onto nutritionfacts.org and type in like multivitamin, multi-mineral, there will be a video where Dr. Greger explains how most studies find no benefit to multis. A couple of studies find benefit. A lot of studies find that they're harmful. So we don't want multivitamins. We want to get most of our vitamins and minerals from our food. Obviously B12's not in there because, you know, we sterilize everything now. And obviously your vitamin D, which we should be getting from the sun. So we need to supplement that if we're not doing so. But other than that, it's not real food. Like whole food is where it's at. When we take out, you know, if we take sugar out of beets or oil out of nuts, you know, all of a sudden it's wrecking our health instead of being a benefit. And same with vitamins and minerals. You know, you isolate vitamin C, beta carotene. You know, there's studies showing that it does harm to people. It actually like accelerates cancer proliferation and things like that. So yeah, multis are horrible, but yeah, nutritionfacts.org is your friend. Try to find them a video off of there. Vegan trucker lady, you lovely lady, $5 on the super chat. Have a great day. I will. You may have missed, but it's my birthday on Wednesday, so that'll go towards the birthday fund. Thank you so much, darling.
I invite you to skip forward, my love.
I'm going to skip forwards a little bit because Gemma said it's a good idea. Guys, if I miss your comments or questions, just pop them back in the chat and I'll get to them. So let's go. Just welcome awesome AI360, is that? Welcome Gareth Cook, happy birthday Henge 21 again. How did you know? How did you know? Oh, and everyone's talking about my birthday. That's nice. I play Skyrim. Does that count? Skyrim really reminds me of Vikings, like big time. I put so many hours into Skyrim. That was before I was a YouTuber. Oh, I must have done 300 hours on Skyrim, and that was before they fixed all the bugs and stuff. So, yeah, I've not even thumbs up my own chat. Thumb him up. 0921098814. Were you at the Cube of Truth event in the city today? He was trying to stay out and catch you, but it's freezing. Especially everyone that was out there. Happy early birthday, thank you. Yeah, no, I don't tend to go to outreach events. I used to be a big fan. But what I really think now is that the best use of me is in creating video and focusing on the health and sports performance aspect, and not the, you know, there's people who are really good on ethics. There's people who's really good on environment. I'm not very good on either. It's not something I've really put a lot of time into looking at. And I think, you know, we've all got a part to play, and I think play to your strengths. So, yeah, it's rare that I'll go to something like that nowadays. In the summertime, you may catch me occasionally doing sort of street advocacy, but I'd be filming like a video and so it'd kind of be off my own back rather than at an organised event, you know. But good on you for going down. We need everyone doing, you know, all playing our part, whatever we're comfortable and happy to do. That's awesome. Adam Connor, can't get into it. Watched like 2 episodes, not for me. Wow. Wow. That's fair enough. We're all different. Eusebio, didn't Gregor cite nut industry funded studies to benefits of the nuts? Yeah, that's true. I think you're talking about in How Not to Die. Yeah, have you been watching, is it Veg Source? His video is very interesting on all of that stuff. Yeah, I don't know. I get the feeling that to a degree, here's a lovely cat. Whoa, kicking my head in. I get the feeling that to a small degree, Dr. Gregor sort of tries not to make veganism seem any harder than he has to. And I mean, that's not to say that 99.9% of the time he's not like bang on the money. And, you know, he said when, you know, he thought that rice was not as healthful as other grains, and obviously poo-poos, you know, processed products. But to then be so adamant on, you know, saying things like walnuts are the most anti-cancer nut and things like that, when, you know, it's the California Walnut Institute has funded studies, and probably just no one else has funded studies on other nuts. And probably, you know, if there was a, I don't know, Norfolk, I don't know if we have cashew nuts in this country, but Norfolk cashew nut industry, like no doubt they would say, oh, there's all these benefits to cashews. And so, yeah, I see what you're saying there. And yeah, I mean, I'll have to re-listen to it, but there should be a caveat where he says, you know, this study was funded by the Walnut Institute. I know a lot of the times he does. He talks about conventional versus organic, which is quite a contentious subject in some quarters currently. I'll just turn this so you can see Cowboy a little bit. You know, and he said in this one study, they found that if you, oh, Filthy, you lovely man. Oh, that is so kind and generous. I appreciate you guys so much. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Now I've got to try and remember what I was thinking about. What was I saying? I really have a brain fart if something else comes up in the middle of a thought. What was I talking about?
Nuts, and then...
What was I talking about? Comment below. Organic. Yeah. Thank you. So, oh, and I saw you in Corey's stream earlier, but I didn't say hi. So sorry, Fanglord, and hi. So in How Not to Die, Dr. Greger says, so in one study, they found that if you fed half of Americans one extra piece of fruit or veg a day over the course of a year, you'd save 20,000 lives. However, you'd have 10 deaths from the pesticides on the conventional produce. So they're talking about conventional. So they're saying on aggregate, you'll only save 19,990 lives. But, and then he said, well, that was funded by conventional growers, so you've got to take that with a pinch of salt. So, and he more or less said, like, we ain't got a clue. So why he didn't do that with the nuts, if he didn't, like, I don't know, that's a bit of a weird one. And I'm quite surprised at anything like that, where someone of that caliber sort of drops the ball a little bit. That can cause us problems, but yeah, so I don't really know on that one. I don't really know. Right, I think I've rambled on enough. Spoke about that. Thank you, awesome A1360. Nikolai, am I pronouncing that? Do you think everybody in this day and age should participate in self-defense? I don't know if people like should, particularly do, a lot of different things. I think there's kind of personal preference, and I did a lot of that stuff in the past. My body's a bit beaten up from doing all of it, and I'm just not drawn to do it now as I'm getting older, and I want to concentrate on my physique. But I'm kind of conscious I'm not half the fighter I would have been, like, say 5 years ago when I was actually training martial arts like at least every other day. And in my teens and 20s, I was training daily in martial arts. So although the technique is there, the stamina and things is not going to be, you're probably not going to be quite so sharp and whatever. I suppose it depends how important like your well-being is to you, where in the world you are, like the relative risk. Yeah, it's better to have all those skills, isn't it, and not need them, than to need them and not have them. So, yeah, I guess it's got to be personal preference, but just a bit of common sense would dictate, like, you ought to be able to throw a decent punch, or, have just a bit of an understanding of fighting. But yeah, each their own, really, I suppose. What do you reckon, Gemma? Should everyone do self-defense? You've done a tiny bit, haven't you, at times when you felt well enough to like do it?
Don't have a perspective on it, really.
She hasn't got a perspective. You're welcome. Is it Nikolai? Am I pronouncing that right?
Someone keeps asking a question about your views on fermented food.
Oh.
So I thought I'd just point that out to you, because they've posted it more than once.
Okay, I'll go to that one then. What, Eusebio? I don't know how to say words. What do you think of fermented or pickled foods? Should I avoid these, including my diet? What should I think about them? Pickled foods, I think, generally are shown to be harmful. Fermented are probably great unless you've got SIBO, small intestinal bacterial overgrowth. You will get quite a lot of salt with a lot of them, though, so that's something to consider. Though some people say that that's not a problem, and the jury's a little bit out. And veggie, what was that?
I'm frozen at the minute. I'll tell you it when I screen.
I saw someone gave a super chat, but it left my screen too quickly. But thank you, and I will give that a read in a second. You're very kind. What were we saying? So the point of fermented foods is, to help the gut microbiome, and the gut microbiome is pivotal on both our mental and our physical health. Help! My brain's done a fart. It is pivotal, but the thing really to do is to feed the bacteria that we already have, and that is really whole plant foods. So soluble fibre and resistant starches are found in insoluble fibre. So basically the long and short of it is these good gut bacteria are whole foods vegans. And that's pivotal. That's the linchpin of our health. So what does that tell you about what we're meant to eat, you know? So more than putting in like a load of fermented foods or things, which should be like a bit of a benefit, but just make sure you're feeding the good guys, starving the bad guys, you know. So that bad guys eat everything other than whole plant foods. So, you know, refined sugar, oil, animal products, alcohol, and alcohol also kills the good bacteria. Tap water with the chloride also kills good bacteria. So, yeah, so just take good care of your main nutrition, really, is what I'll say. You know, a bit of fermented food on the top, like it's sort of the icing on the cake, I suppose I'd say.
The super chat was from Veggies for Thought. He says, thank you very much
Oh.
for being vegan and helping others.
Thank you, Veggies for Thought. You rock too. That's really very kind of you. Really appreciated. Let's get little cowboy in the shot a bit more, but not the voice from beyond, because she's
I'm shy.
She's shy. She's not allowed.
Can you answer the question about eggs? Someone has asked that.
Yeah, David Flowers. Oh, Paul, I have a friend that keeps telling me I need albumin from eggs. Well, that's a new one. I honestly have no idea what this is and would like some light on it. Albumin is like, I think that is basically like sort of free protein. We talk about serum albumin, and with that you can make proteins. So we make albumin ourselves from amino acids. So from any protein sources, we're going to break that down into the constituent aminos. Then it crosses the barrier of the small intestine into our bloodstream. From there, we need 2 million different types of protein, albumin being one of them, one of the 2 million. You know, tell your friend, does he seriously think we need to eat 2 million different types of protein? No, we don't. We just need to eat the building blocks. Our bodies are very clever, and they put the amino acids together in which way they need to make these 2 million different proteins. So eggs are not an essential food. Unity in compassion. You're an inspiration, brother. I'd like to start my own YouTube channel about vegan nutrition bodybuilding. Do you have any advice on getting started? Yeah, to really get yourself ahead of the game, you need to subscribe to people like video creators, Nick Nimmin, Brian G. Johnson, Daryl Eves. There are others. You'll come across them, but, you know, just find one of those, like, video creators, and then you'll see all the kind of related ones. But they'll teach you, like, how to do it. And really, you know, you don't need the best equipment in the world. If you've got a smartphone and you've got a window with some natural light coming in, that's really all you need to get started, to be honest. So, you know, the rest will work itself out as you go along. It's really about how good your content is, how much, like, when people click on your video, you know, it's about retention time, like how much of it they watch, you know, if you're entertaining. And it's also about click-through rate. So it's good to get some training. You know, I'm kind of self-taught. Just design. So designing bright, colourful, interesting, clear thumbnails. And the titles should tease some kind of interest. You know, it's not really clickbait, but it's something to hook people in, just sort of stir their emotions up a little bit. So it's click-through rate. So how often YouTube serves up your thumbnail, how regularly people click on the thumbnail, and then how long people watch. And the more of both of those you get, the more YouTube will proliferate it out, you know, to other people. So yeah, that's the main things. But you'll learn all of that in these creator channels. Oh, Jesse sending her support, 5 Australian bucks. That is really kind. Thank you, my lovely. And how's your is it roller derby that you do? I'm not very clued up on these things, But I know when I was coaching you, you were really smashing it. So what's going on in your world? I'm interested. So Jessie is like a national level awesome vegan athlete. Let's get some clap emojis for Jessie.
I want it.
She rocks. Don't think they'll fix the bugs in Skyrim. That wouldn't surprise me. Thanks, Gareth. Oh, this computer. I hate it. What's it doing? Oh, now it's jumped. Excuse me 1 second.
Skip forward, to be fair.
Right, I'm going to skip forwards.
More relevant.
Did I see Vivo Lifer in the chat, or did I just imagine that? Oh no, that was a sunflower, I think. Huh. Right, I'm going to get more relevant again. Again, if I miss your comment or question, do drop it back in there. Eggs are cholesterol central, yeah. Yeah, so eggs are really horrible. So they've got tons of cholesterol. They've got tons of sat fat. They also have a lot of choline. So as I said, the good bacteria eat whole plant foods. The bad bacteria eat everything else. Some strains eat choline and carnitine, so from eggs and meat and dairy. And they turn the choline into trimethylamine, which oxidizes in the liver, and that drives atherosclerosis deposition. It also makes it hard to clear LDL cholesterol out of the bloodstream, so it's like quadruply bad. It's got these 4 like terrible things going on in terms of the ingredients and the action. It raises your risk of, what does it raise the risk of? Type 2 diabetes as well. And something else bad, which escapes me. But some of the terrible, what we call diseases of affluence, it really raises 3 of those, does trimethylamine. So we don't want to be taking in, we need a little choline in our diet, probably not half as much as they kind of prescribe, because the prescribed RDA is based on an average omnivorous eater and the sort of amounts they get. But it's harmful. It's harmful. So clever people say, I think about 300 milligrams, and which is easily supplied in whole plant foods. It is a plant version of choline, so that's not a problem. Wow, vegetable police is on raw meat. He is really struggling in health, isn't he, in life. You're welcome, David Flowers. Oh, you're all clapping for Jessie. That's lovely. Vegan Jerry's in the house from Texas. Cowboy Town. I think vegan things are fabulous. Hope you're both well. We're really good. Thank you, my darling. And nice to see you. I can't really say that, but bro, can you speak any German? Yeah. That's about it. I did do like entry-level German in my first 2 years at high school, but I didn't do it as an exam, and yeah, I can't remember hardly any of it. I was very lazy at school. I thought I was a bit dense when I was at school. Oh, Gareth Cook, you lovely person. Thank you. £2 on the super chat. I'll get to your question in a second. Yeah, I thought I was really thick, but turns out I just wasn't interested in anything they were trying to tell me, you know, like German and, you know, different languages of places I wasn't really that interested in going to, or just different authors, you know, just novels and things that I wasn't interested in, and history, all about a load of dead people who have no bearing on my life. And yeah, surprise, surprise, I didn't learn anything because I wasn't interested in it. The minute I found, you know, nutrition and sports performance and, you know, health in general, all of a sudden stuff started making sense and I was learning things. So there you go.
The super chat question is, have you heard of Harry Taki? What do you think?
Harry Taki, I have not. That sounds Japanese, am I right? Tell me about Harry Taki. Yeah, I don't know. The Feng Lord is claiming that Loma Linda Seventh-day Adventists eat a lot of nuts, and they're the longest living population. The longest lived out of the blue zones were the Okinawans of the 1940s, and they ate 85% carbohydrate. Yeah, I couldn't tell you. I don't know how to read studies, and I've not looked in depth at it. All I know is kind of what I've heard from Dr. Gregor and the like. Dustin, yes, I do. Yes, I do, as you may have then realised. Spicy, did you ever see Sverrage's video on vegan bodybuilders? Nah, I don't tend to watch those channels because they creep me out, those people. They creep me out. Load of flesh-eating zombies. John Ford, what do you think of a fruitarian lifestyle? I mostly ate fruitarian the first couple of years of my veganism. I didn't do it completely, so I can't really, comment like authoritatively. Is that the word? So I ate fruit as the majority of my fuel. I had some, salady bits, but I had a bit of protein powder as well, obviously being a bodybuilder. From what I understand, it seems likely that we've become starchivores, is what they were saying when I was on the set of the Game Changers movie, and the producers were talking about the scientists and different people they'd spoken to, and anthropologists, and changes in our dentition, the amount of amylase we produced relative to other primates. And I must say, the minute I went more starch-based, my health really skyrocketed. I always had dysbiosis and things going on a high fruit diet, but some people seem to make it work and seem to be healthy. On the other side of the coin, when Gemma, the voice from beyond, she went to the True North Clinic in Santa Rosa, and that is a real centre for plant, whole foods based healing. And they said, didn't they, Gemma, that they've never seen a long-term healthy fruitarian. Yeah. Was that what they said?
Yeah. They believed there was
too much fructose
for the liver,
something like that. I don't know, and I don't want to poo-poo anyone. And I sort of fell for the sort of dogma, like when you hear Doug Graham saying oh yeah, we've evolved eating fruit and we're frugivores and it's raw and natural and it's got the enzymes. It's very easy to sort of believe it, but my understanding is the data does not back that up whatsoever. And all I can say is from my experience, a more balanced, balance is whatever you make it mean to you, I suppose, but a more starch-heavy diet with a decent amount of fruit, but with a little nuts and seeds, with some legumes, that seems to work by far the best for me personally. But again, I wouldn't poo-poo someone. What do you think about a fruitarian diet, people? I like your channel. Sometimes takes me a while. Do you know some of German? Not that I want you to speak it. Yeah, not a lot of German. A little more Japanese, but only really ways of really hurting people, because that was from my martial arts days. So that's probably not the best. David Flowers, I just quit oil and salt, and now it's just jumped again. This is so annoying.
What do you think of kombucha?
I think kombucha is good in that it would displace lemonade or something like that, but I don't think it's got enough bacteria to, make any sort of an indent into your gut microbiome. That's what I'd say about that. But if you like it, get it in you. It's not going to hurt. Where was I? Here I am. Grimes, have you seen Dr. Greger's video proving that humans are frugivores? No, I haven't, and I've watched probably 99.9% of his videos, and I do recall it was Dr. Greger who said there is no data to suggest that frugivore, like, eating style is any more healthful than a cooked sort of eating modality. So I would be surprised to hear about that, but stranger things have happened. Oh God, that was my fault that time. Rich Jodies, your birthday's coming up soon, isn't it? Happy birthday. Thank you, Rich. I don't know if I've seen your name in the chat before, have I? How did you know that? And thanks, yes it is.
You've been talking about it. That's probably how you
I have been talking about it, but not for a while though. Robbie McKinstry, what's your opinion on sauerkraut? Yeah, pretty decent, pretty decent. No, yeah. After 4 years of vegan, I got sensitive to wheat after a raw tryout this summer. Did I do that to myself, or was it already there? Yeah, likely it was already there. It certainly was for me. But if you do something for long enough, your body kind of gets used to it. It sets up ways of dealing with the ills you're doing to it, and you know, it copes. But if you have got a problem with gluten, the shape of the gluten is going to be damaging the villi in your intestines. The electrical discharge you get when it connects damages the microvilli, and it causes nutrient malabsorption. The good news is the minute you stop having gluten, you just start to repair, so that would no longer be an issue. So that's a thing. Oh, Graven Babies, I really love your live streams and look forward to them. Thank you for doing it. You're very welcome. I enjoyed doing them too. I was doing them like most days when I didn't have a video out, but that really like damaged the channel, like the subscriber. Well, there was no subscriber growth. It all went bad. Like in one way, like the view count and the watch time went up, but that did nothing to boost the channel like I thought it would do. But it seems if I do one stream a week, one stream and 2 videos, that seems, you know, I don't know if it's the audience or YouTube just favours the algorithm, but in some way that's really helping grow the channel like crazy. If you look at my metrics, it's been growing like crazy lately. So yeah, we'll keep to at least once a week, because I'm not making any videos for the next week or so. I am considering maybe doing another stream or maybe 2. I don't know. I don't really know.
Can I invite you to skip forward?
The voice from beyond has told me to skip forwards.
Sorry.
So I'm going to do it. She's keeping us more relevant. Again, if I miss your comment or question, do drop it back in the chat. Vegan Tina's in the house. Hey, who else was so happy to see John Venus showing him and Brian Turner bearing witness at a slaughterhouse? I wish more prominent vegan YouTubers would show those things. I love you, hench. I love you too. Yeah, the trouble is, when it's a fitness channel, it can really like hurt the channel, and then they're not reaching so many people. And so my perspective on this is that we've all got our own strengths and our gift to bring to veganism. I mean, I don't know because I've not looked back, but when I did look, that video got like a fraction of the views of most of their videos. You know, but on the other hand, maybe a small percentage of the audience who did watch it, maybe this made them think a bit more. Like maybe some of them were omnivorous eaters. Maybe some will be inspired to go and do their own activism and to go to vigils and things. So who knows? Who knows? I put a I put an animal save in a vlog once. I wasn't going to film anything for the reasons that I just said, and playing to your strength and not like turning off your audience. But what I did is I did it in a kind of positive way, and I showed how it was like a day of eating or like a vlog. So I showed how here's my breakfast. I'm now going to this thing, and I didn't show anything like where I was upset and stuff like that. But I showed just a quick little bit of what was going on. you know, and I said how important like the vigils are, and you know, maybe you're not an athlete and you're not showing veganism in the way I am. Maybe you can do this, you know, and bring this to the world. And then quickly I cut to the gym, and then I'm in the gym smashing it. So I sort of snuck it in there, but I'm very conscious if I do that all the time, my channel will really, really tank. Like, it's a fine line, the old activism. It's a fine line. But, you know, we're learning all the time, so we're all getting better at it. It's an interesting time to be alive, really. So there's a load of experiments going on to see how best to do things. Awesome. AI 360. What's your favourite lentil recipe? I'm coming up on the first vegan year. Nice. Since you started experimenting with them. Lentils are awesome. They're so full of they're the most antioxidant rich of the legumes. We now know they are the most protein rich. And if you search on my channel, Moroccan lentil stew. Was it called stew or soup? Moroccan lentil soup. Best recipe bar none. There's so many different flavors in there. You got sweet, sour, hot, you know, spicy, salty. You've got all these different flavors, and it seems like crazy and it shouldn't work. And there really is a party going on in your mouth. Everyone's invited, but everyone's bought the same amount of drinks, and they're all just nicely on a level, and it all balances out. What the hell am I on about? I'll just carry on. Jeremy Revis, any advice on feeding vegan children? I just want to be certain that my son grows up as tall as possible. Yeah, I've got a really good bit of advice for you. It's called Becoming Vegan by Brenda Davis and Vasanto Molina. This is the Bible of vegan nutrition. It includes all ages, all stages of life, you know, pregnancy, lactation, old age, everything's in there, all your micronutrient needs, you know, different sources, you know. It really is, it's a thick old book, and it's got all these tables and charts. I recommend everyone get this book. I really do, Becoming Vegan. But especially if you're going to start a young family and you want your family to be healthy through life. B12 levels, you know, by age, or it might be weight, one of those. But it's all in there. There is essential reading, in my view. Why is this? No, it's going to skip, isn't it? Come on. Come on, baby. Oh, come on. Come on, you little tinker. Oh. All right. American vegan trucker. What do you think of kimchi? Yeah, just same as any fermented food, really. So all the stuff that I said earlier all like applies to that. Isn't there a caveat in How Not to Die? Is kimchi, is that Korean? Is that Korean? Wherever it is, there was a caveat in that country for How Not to Die. And he had to put in a chapter on salt, because like they had 4 times the instances of stomach cancer or something because the amount of salt, and oftentimes coming from kimchi, I think that was a thing. Don't quote me. Don't quote me. So, you know, with the salt thing, they're sort of for and against on that, and then the fermented food. So I don't really know what is the truth of all that.
You had a super chat?
Oh, you had a super chat.
Yeah, Gareth Cook.
Gareth Cook,
He says,
thank you.
Hirataki is an Ayurvedic superfood full of goodness.
I'll look it up. Oh, and Thomas Hornibrook, my client, £2 on the super chat, just being kind. Thank you, Thomas. That's really nice of you too. Everyone's really lovely in here. We should hang out more often. You're good people. Really appreciate you. Right, where was I? Joseph, what is your opinion of Milk Jar Twin Bro? Never watched the channel. I tried to, I mean, I know this is going to sound like BS in a way, because I know I have been making like response videos lately, but I don't really want to make response videos. The reason I'm doing that is because it blows the channel up, but then I want to pump out my more compassionate and connecty and sort of inspirational and educational videos. And, you know, people, you know, there's been like Sverige and Milk Jar, Carnival. You know, I've not even watched the channel before. And someone else lately who was like an ex-vegan just making up BS about me. And for one thing, if I watch that, it could hurt my feelings. And, you know, I'll hands up, like I have got a bit of a temper on me, and in the past I used to be a little bit naughty, and I don't want to put myself through that and then get all those kind of feelings back. And I just want to be happy and positive and give love. So yeah, just for my own, a bit of mental health for myself, just not expose myself to that. You know, and one thing is they want to hurt my feelings, but if I don't watch it, they can't hurt my feelings because I don't know. And the other thing is they want me to respond to blow their channels up. So, you know, why give them what they want, you know? Bernie Berries in the house. Rich, I remember seeing your birthday video last year around Christmas. Ah, nice. Love your videos, Well, I really appreciate the support. Thank you so much. Yeah, I did do a birthday vid, didn't I? So I guess I'll be doing one this year as more. John Ford, Tim Sheaf and his fast. It brought up some. I think that's an incomplete sentence, possibly. Bohemian Bee, please do another stream. Selfishly, we really enjoy interacting with you and the voice from beyond and the cat, of course. Yeah, I probably will. Red is rad, $25 on the super chat. Happy early birthday, enjoy your day. Thank you so much. These people rock.
Yeah, thank you. Aww.
These people rock. You are absolutely the best, kindest, most lovely people. So appreciate it. Oh, it's made my day.
And Goji Man's in the house.
Goji Man! Yay! What's he saying, like? What's he saying?
He is saying, what up, peeps?
How you doing, Simon? I hope you're having some good rest and respite from all the craziness of YouTube. And everyone's been asking if you're coming back soon. We're all really worried about you. Is there any news?
Happy anniversary.
And happy belated anniversary. Happy anniversary to him on the day I was chatting to him.
You would.
Yeah.
Love him.
Goji Man's my best friend. Don't tell Gemma, she'll be jealous. Oh God, the stream is miles behind. I'm just holding up the book on the computer. Yeah, this computer's rubbish.
No, it's like it on mine as well.
Is it?
I don't know why.
Is the stream up to date though?
The chat is, yeah.
Wow.
It's really weird. I don't get how that works.
Yeah, I don't get it either. Well, I'm just refreshing my screen, then I'll try and get to some more of your comments and questions. But again, Red is Rad, thank you so much. You're helping me live my life's purpose. So you never know how much it means to me. Come on, computer. Okay. Right.
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
What do you eat / how much to add bulk / keep mass?
Can you say that again?
What do you eat
Yeah.
/ how much to add bulk / keep mass?
So, oh my word. Someone's just donated 400 somethings, which I don't know what they are. Dark Night Me. Just had a fight with my mum for partying at a pub. Opinions about angry mums. They're very naughty and they're setting a bad example.
Oh.
And they shouldn't be fighting or angry. But they do have your best interests at heart. Normally they're acting out of love. So maybe she's worried about you. Yeah, I don't know. That's the funniest question I've ever had. What is that? Rupees? Is it? What is that denomination, please? Someone in the know. I'm not so clever. Had a fight with my mum for partying at a pub. It's about angry mums. Is she vegan? Oh, there is rupees. Oh, I guessed right. Thank you, the Fengalord. $4. Sweet. What was I saying? Yeah, is your mum vegan? Like maybe if she's not and she's eating a lot of animal products, and maybe she's got some of their stress hormones. So, you know, we have to sort of bear that in mind and, you know, not be too harsh. Did I just see that Rick Sanchez is in the house?
Yeah.
From Rick and Morty fame.
Rickety.
Oh, there's Simon. All good, thanks, buddy. Nice. How far back should I go? I won't go too far back.
I've got a question for you that's been asked a couple of times. Do you think L-arginine supplements are safe?
I doubt there's any data on it. So it really is the luck of the draw. And I would say normally, nearly every time when a compound is isolated, you know, not more often than not, it does harm. We eventually find out. So I say go with the whole foods. I use beetroot juice, 200 mils, 2 or 3 hours pre-workout. It works really well for me. I get vascular as hell, mad energy, just get really good stamina, like throughout like an hour and a half, 2 hours training. Yeah, there's no need, I think. There's no need. And why risk it is my perspective. Plant life, is it your 45th? Looking good. It is my 45th, yeah.
And you didn't answer that question about what you eat to bulk. I asked you and then you got a super chat, so you didn't.
So to bulk, you know, basically you need to be in a slight caloric surplus. So it depends on how quickly you want to do it and how fat you're willing to get. I suggest like do a lean bulk. So maybe I would say maybe like 250 extra calories above your maintenance, and then, you know, week on week, as you grow muscle, you know, your needs will up. So you'll have to add in a little bit more as you go along. And, you know, do it from legumes, whole grains, fruit, veg, nuts, seeds. You know, great physiques have been built with all different macrocaloric ratios. But one way of eating is proven to prevent, treat and reverse, you know, some of the leading killers of the Western world. In fact, 14 out of 15, including killer #1 heart disease, like reversed. So it's a no-brainer to me. If you're a larger strength athlete, maybe a little protein powder may be a benefit, maybe a detriment to your health as well, for all we know. There's not a whole lot of data on plant proteins, but if it's anything like animal protein, I can't imagine it'll be as bad as animal protein, but I can imagine, again, it's processed, you're losing all the good stuff, you're isolating. I'm imagining it's going to feed some of these Bacteroides gut bacteria. So, Bohemian Beat, Mr. Henstay, as you are, a big, lovable, muscly melt with a big heart. Oh, so don't pollute your beautiful soul with these trolls. Yeah, that live just to angst struggle trying to get a rise. Yeah, exactly that. Exactly that. It's just, you know, you get what you kind of focus on, and why focus your energy and put out, you know, like negativity. Like, let's be nice, and if we can't be nice, let's just not engage with those people, like if they don't want to be nice, and let's just lead by example and spread the love. I'm with you, Bohemian Bee. You're good people. Unity and compassion. No, that's not for me. Just trying to find where we are. What do you think about Primal Edge Health saying that 84% of vegans and vegetarians will go back to eating meat within the first few years? Where's your data, is what I'd say to that. I know 1,000 like vegans, and I've known 2 or 3 to quit. I know vegans of 30, of 60 plus years standing. Like, one of my friends been vegan his whole life. He's in his 60s. He's hench as hell. It's BS. I'm not saying you can't fall off the bandwagon. And if you do, likely most vegans don't eat a healthful diet, do they? You know, it's very rare that you meet a whole foods vegan. I mean, I like to think I eat relatively healthy, but I still have protein powders. When I'm on a bulk, I'll add in a bit of maple syrup because it just helps you to get the calories in. you know, so likely I'm not the best advocate of whole foods. Yeah, I've not met many people who eat as well as I do. So, yeah. Vegan tells me what you're not eating. Whole foods, plant-based, tells me that you're eating the right stuff, you know. And even then, we need those couple of supplements. And
I've got to check on the chips.
she's got to check on the chips.
Because I didn't know if you were ending it.
She's been waiting.
But if you're not ending now, I'll just go.
Yeah. What? When are we serving up?
Not for a while, but are we going for a walk?
Oh, yeah, we need to get some walking, don't we? Because we're a bit unhealthy if not. Guys, it's gone that hour. I'm going to leave it there. I'd like to carry on, but I'm conscious that I've not done much movement today, and nor has the little lady. So we're going to get some exercise in. So
don't forget to tell people about Patreon. The live streams are on there.
Oh, God. So the voice from beyond just reminded me, if you like these live streams, but you often miss them, if you become a Patreon member for as little as $1 a day, you get access. $1 a month. $1 a month. Give us your money. You get access to all the back catalogue of live streams. And thanks for all the love. Thanks for the happy birthday wishes. Thanks for the crude remarks, Goji Man. And if you're new here, if you want to optimize your health or develop the body of your dreams without harming animals or the environment, hit the subscribe button. Click the bell icon, bing, so you're notified of new videos and new live streams. I love you guys all so much. Thank you for the super chats. Thank you for the connection and the love. And have an awesome week. I'll definitely be on next Sunday. I may come on in the week. If I do, I'll do an Instagram story and a community post. So let you all know. So I hope to see you all. If that's the case, one love, baby.